What is Microsoft Copilot Studio? Today I wanted to show what Copilot Studio actually is, because I feel like a lot of people have already heard the name, but still don't fully understand what it does or how it's different from a normal chatbot or the standard Microsoft Copilot experience. Copilot Studio is Microsoft's platform for building your own AI agents. And the important part here is your own. Because we're not only talking about the default Copilot experience from Microsoft, but about creating custom AI assistants tailored to a company, team, or specific business process. Some people may still remember it as Power Virtual Agents, which used to be more focused on classic chatbots and simple conversation flows. But today it has evolved into something much more powerful thanks to AI, GPT models, and automation capabilities. And that's exactly why Copilot Studio allows us to create solutions that can answer questions, work with company documents, analyze information, trigger workflows, connect to systems, execute actions, use connectors, and support users in their daily work. This is no longer a simple press 1 to continue chatbot. It's much closer to an intelligent business assistant. We can build AI help desks, HR assistants, security assistants, audit assistants, SharePoint assistants, onboarding assistants, AI knowledge bases, or even more advanced workflow automation solutions. And one of the biggest advantages is how deeply integrated Copilot Studio is with the entire Microsoft ecosystem, which means Teams, SharePoint, Outlook, OneDrive, Excel, Word, Power Automate, Power Platform, Dataverse, Azure AI, and a huge amount of external connectors can all work together with your AI agent. And because of that, the agent doesn't just answer questions, it can actually perform tasks. Required licensing. Before building our own AI agent, it's worth talking about licensing for a moment, because this is where a lot of confusion usually starts. A lot of people assume Copilot Studio is completely free or included with every Microsoft 365 subscription. But in reality, it depends on the environment and the features you want to use. For testing purposes, you can often use a trial environment or a developer setup. But for production environments or larger deployments, you'll usually need a Copilot Studio license or a pay-as-you-go model. It's also important to remember that some connectors are premium, some integrations require additional licensing, and enterprise integrations can introduce extra costs. Copilot Studio versus Copilot Agent. This is another area that often confuses people. The easiest way to explain it is this. A Copilot agent is usually a more focused and simplified AI assistant created for a specific purpose. You can quickly build an agent to answer questions, search for information, or support a simple business scenario. It's faster, simpler, and more limited, but still very useful for many organizations. Copilot Studio, on the other hand, gives us a much more advanced environment with significantly more capabilities. Inside Copilot Studio, we can connect external systems, use more knowledge sources, build larger knowledge bases, create workflows, trigger actions, use topics, integrate with Power Automate, and create more advanced AI-driven business processes. So in simple terms, Copilot agents focus more on quickly creating useful AI assistants. Copilot Studio focuses more on enterprise AI, integrations, automation, and advanced workflows. And that's why many companies start with simple AI agents first, and later move into Copilot Studio once they need deeper integrations and more advanced automation. Creating the project. Now let's move over to copilotstudio.microsoft.com and create a new agent. I'm going to create a simple project called Test. After a few moments, the agent is created and we're taken into the main management dashboard. And this is where the interesting part really begins. At first glance, it may look like another standard Microsoft portal. But after a few minutes, you can see that everything is actually organized quite logically. We have several main sections: Overview, knowledge, tools, agents, topics, activity, analytics, and channels. And each of these sections controls a different part of our AI agent. Overview is basically the command center of the entire AI agent. This is where we configure the most important AI settings. We can define the name, description, icon, AI model, instructions, knowledge sources, tools, workflows, and the overall behavior of the solution. And this is where you really start to understand that Copilot Studio is much more than just a chatbot builder. At the top, we can see the basic project information. We can configure the agent name, description, and icon. These may seem like small details, but in enterprise environments they matter a lot, because companies often manage multiple AI agents across different teams and departments. Below that, we can choose the AI model. In this example, I'm using GPT-5 Chat. This is the model responsible for reasoning, analyzing information, and generating responses. But one important thing to remember: the AI model alone will not solve everything. A lot of people think, I'll just plug GPT into my environment and everything will magically work. And then they realize their data is messy, permissions are incorrect, SharePoint is chaotic, and documents exist in 6 different versions. And that's exactly why the instructions section is so important. This is where we define who the AI is, how it should respond, what tone it should use, what data it should rely on, what it should avoid, and how it should behave towards users. It's basically the system prompt for your AI agent. You can create a professional assistant, a technical expert, an AI support agent, a security assistant, or a simple internal helper for employees. We can also see sections related to knowledge, tools, topics, and triggers. And this is where the real power of the platform starts to appear, because the agent can connect to documents, workflows, Power Automate, connectors, SharePoint, Teams, and even other AI agents. Knowledge. Now we move into one of the most important parts of Copilot Studio: knowledge. This is where we provide information and data for the AI agent. We can connect files, SharePoint, OneDrive, websites, PDFs, Word documents, knowledge bases, and many other data sources. And this is where the AI agent starts becoming truly useful, because instead of answering only from the internet, it can answer based on company data. For example, a user could ask, how does the onboarding process work? Or, what are the MFA requirements? Or, where is the VPN documentation located? And the AI agent can answer directly from company documents. This is basically creating your own company brain. But there's also an important reality check. AI will not magically fix messy data. If your SharePoint is disorganized, documents are outdated, permissions are incorrect, or company knowledge is scattered everywhere, then the AI agent will also struggle. On the screen, we can also see different enterprise knowledge sources and connectors such as Snowflake, Databricks, Confluence, Oracle Database, Zendesk, SAP, Azure Databricks, and many others. And this is where it becomes obvious that Microsoft is heavily positioning Copilot Studio for enterprise AI scenarios. We can also enable web search, which allows the AI agent to search public internet resources. This can be useful for research, market analysis, finding current information, or generating more dynamic responses. But at the same time, many organizations prefer disabling this for governance and security reasons. The next very important section is tools. And this is where the difference between a normal chatbot and a real AI agent becomes huge. Because the AI agent doesn't just answer questions, it can actually perform actions. For example, send emails, trigger workflows, create tickets, call APIs, retrieve information, connect to business systems, or execute specific operations. And that's exactly why tools are so important. Without tools, AI is often just an intelligent chat experience. With tools, the AI agent starts doing real work. One of the most interesting parts here is connectors. Copilot Studio supports a massive number of connectors, which means we can integrate AI with CRM systems, ERP platforms, SharePoint, databases, security tools, ticketing systems, HR systems, SAP, Salesforce, and many other enterprise platforms. This is extremely important because most companies don't operate inside a single system. We can also integrate directly with Power Automate, and this is one of the most powerful combinations available. For example, a user could type, "Create a ticket for IT," or "Send this report to my manager," and the AI agent could automatically trigger a workflow and complete the task. This is where AI moves beyond chat and into real automation. The agents section is also very interesting because agents can actually work together with other agents. Instead of creating one giant AI assistant that does everything, we can build multiple specialized agents. For example, an AI security agent, an AI HR agent, an AI SharePoint agent, or an AI finance agent, and then combine them together. It's almost like building a team of AI employees. And honestly, this is where the AI market seems to be heading, because one massive AI agent quickly becomes chaotic, hard to maintain, hard to debug, and difficult to secure. That's why many organizations now prefer building smaller, specialized agents instead. Each one can have different permissions, different instructions, different workflows, and different data access, which makes the environment much easier to manage. Topics are one of the most low-code parts of Copilot Studio, and this is where many non-developers start building AI workflows without writing large amounts of code. Topics allow us to create conversation flows, logic, conditions, questions, actions, decision trees, automation, and business processes. For example, password resets, support requests, ticket creation, employee onboarding, approval workflows, or other structured business processes. It's basically a combination of AI, workflow automation, chatbots, Power Automate, and low-code development. And this is one of the reasons Microsoft pushes Copilot Studio so heavily as a low-code AI platform, because many business teams can build useful solutions without being full developers. Topics are also useful when you want more control over conversations. Instead of allowing a completely open AI conversation, you can guide the user step by step through a process. And that's extremely common in IT support, HR, security workflows, onboarding, and approval scenarios. The activities section allows us to monitor what's happening inside the AI agent. We can review conversations, errors, usage, logs, issues, and user interactions. And this is extremely important because AI solutions almost always require ongoing monitoring and optimization. Very often, you only discover later how users actually interact with the AI, where the AI struggles, where the knowledge base is weak, or which workflows are failing. And that's why activity becomes very important in enterprise AI environments. It's basically debugging, but for AI behavior. Analytics allows us to measure how the AI agent is being used. We can analyze usage trends, popular questions, adoption, success rates, user engagement, and business value. Because companies almost always ask, is anybody actually using this? And this is where analytics helps demonstrate ROI, usage, value, and overall effectiveness. We can identify which workflows are most popular, where users struggle, and which business scenarios provide the biggest impact. And finally, we have channels. This defines where the AI agents can actually be used. On the screen, we can see Teams, Microsoft 365, SharePoint, Slack, Telegram, Facebook, WhatsApp, email, Twilio, Salesforce, web apps, and many other integrations. And this is one of the biggest advantages of Copilot Studio. Because we can build one AI assistant and deploy it almost everywhere, which means employees can use it in Teams, customers can access it on a website, support teams can use it through email, and other departments can access it through SharePoint or internal portals. We can also see Microsoft authentication options, and this is extremely important in enterprise environments. Authentication controls access, permissions, security, compliance, and data visibility. In other words, who can access the AI, what data they can see, and what actions they are allowed to perform. And this is why Entra ID, permissions, governance, and security are so important when building AI agents. Many companies need to ensure that HR users cannot access security information, support teams cannot see financial data, and employees only access information they are allowed to view. As you can see, Copilot Studio is so much more than just a simple chatbot platform. It's a complete environment for building AI agents connected to company knowledge, workflows, Power Automate, enterprise systems, and the wider Microsoft 365 ecosystem. And honestly, this is where AI starts becoming really exciting. Because more and more companies are no longer looking at AI as just a cool demo or something fun to test for 5 minutes. They are starting to see it as a real tool that can genuinely support employees, simplify daily work, automate repetitive tasks, and improve business processes. And the possibilities here are honestly huge. From simple AI assistants to internal knowledge bases, support automation, workflow automation, and even advanced enterprise AI solutions connected directly into business systems. But at the end of the day, the most important things are still good data, structured processes, security, permissions, and well-designed workflows. Because even the best AI won't magically fix chaos automatically. AI becomes truly powerful when it's connected to the right information and built around real business needs. Hopefully, this overview helped explain what Copilot Studio actually is and what can be done with it in real-world scenarios. And honestly, you're probably only scratching the surface of what AI agents will look like over the next few years. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to learn more about Copilot Studio, AI agents, Power Automate, Microsoft 365, workflow automation, or Microsoft AI solutions in general, feel free to leave a comment below. Someone from our team will definitely be happy to help and answer your questions.
McNamara, turning compliance and information into AI advantage.